Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC and another edition of TNFNU thoughts and feelings and updates. I hope you guys are doing well. Please subscribe to the channel and check out all of my links in the description. One of them is Patreon, so please give me a follow over on Patreon. I set the bar very low, but it does support the channel. Helps me pay for shipping and some of the supplies that I have that are in need around the shop. So, something came up this week. I've been trying to put something out, and I've been dragging my feet on it. So, some of you guys know I did the unboxing for this, but Casey over at Tempest Knives and Knives Fast sent me over his Dust Devil to check out. And I haven't had a lot of belt time, I guess you could say, with this knife, but I've been being able to carry it just around the house and in the shop for a couple days. But I don't want to take it to work because, quite frankly, I'll probably mess it up at work, and I don't want to mess up his personal knife. And I've been meaning to get the review out, but I would like some more time with it. But with that being said, it brought up something that I realized, and I have a very specific taste, very specific like when it comes to fixed blades. I mean, I make fixed blades, so I kind of make fixed blades that fit into my little niche, most of them, and some of them I would never carry. I wouldn't even carry one of my own knives, but it's because of the things that I want to talk to you about. And a review will be coming out about this, and this is not a negative about this knife because this knife is really good, and I need to get a review out for it very soon so I can get this back to you, Casey. So if you do see this, Casey, thank you very much for sending this in for me to check out. You thought I would be interested in it, and I am. But carrying this thing and holding it made me realize that I have a very specific taste when it comes to fixed blades. So, with that being said, I realized that I like a fixed blade that is a little smaller. Actually, this size blade is fine, and and I'm going to do this in my review, but what I like about it is the slim package. And for me, when it comes to a fixed blade, you have to have that nice, comfortable, small package. My love of fixed blades, you have to remember, came from the CRKT Minimalist. It's a 3-finger knife. It comes with this little lanyard, but you don't really need the lanyard. And for my everyday, I don't need anything bigger than this. Personally, I don't find myself cutting all that much stuff on a regular basis. For me, I'm cutting open plastic bags of material, paper bags of material, opening a box, maybe breaking down a box on a regular basis. On an extreme basis, I might be cutting a packing strap, but that's very few and far between, especially lately. I just haven't run into it. So my everyday fixed blade that I carry at work, etc., is my Bloom, and it's beat up, it's all scratched up because I use it on a daily basis, and I'm using it out in the field here in Central Florida around a lot of things that are horrible to knives, but the Bloom is really the perfect fixed blade for me. And it's a 2.5-inch blade, so it's only 2.5 inches. It is 3 fingers, but it's right here. And the reason is that because I not only don't need anything big, it also is a very small package. So the balloon package, especially with the loop, and some people don't like the loop, but I think the Tech Lock is too bulky. What I like about the loop is I carry on the front right side draw. So on my right next to my belt buckle, there's the blade, and I pull right side. So it's right here on my front. Boop, I can pull it out, ready to go, put it back. That's where I like to carry it. And I'm in and out of a vehicle all day long, and I forget it's there. I'll forget it's there. Same with something like a rock hopper. It's a small little package. That's a nice tight little package. You can cut it, carry it on your belt, and those two are pretty much the same size as a package. So I realized that I have a very specific like when it comes to fixed blades, which is why I make my own fixed blades, because I carry what I make what I would like to carry. And the rock hopper and the bloom are some of my favorite designs. And I can go up from there where you get to like the Yokto or Tobiko, and those are still, they're bump up a little bit, but they got a little bit more full of a handle and they make it work. So it's just funny because people say, like the bloom, the pass around bloom. It's been going around and people are saying it's just really small, but they like small fixed blades, but it's small. And I'm like, well, is that good or bad? For me, I don't really I consider it small, but I consider it the perfect little package to EDC. Now, if you're gonna go camping, fishing, hunting, you're doing something specific, maybe you would bring a larger fixed blade. You're gonna go hiking out in the woods for a day. Maybe you want something else to start a fire or do something else. But in probably what I would consider a majority of people's everyday world, if they're even allowed to carry a knife at their everyday workplace, something bigger than that isn't really needed. I can't be the only one, and I work out in the field dealing with a lot of different things, but I need a little fixed blade to open some of the things that I'm opening. I've shared the story before. The reason I started carrying my minimalist was because the fixed blade that I had at the time that my wife had bought me for work, when I was opening up bags of some of the materials that I'm opening, some of those materials were all getting caught up in the pivot, etc. So I found myself breaking apart that knife and trying to fix it over and over again. And then I saw this sitting on the shelf in a big box store, and I said, yes, there's no pivot and I can cut something. It's a small little package. Even though this is sold as a neck knife, I turned that sheath around to where it's, again, on the belt, right side draw, right there on the front. So it makes it a nice small little package. And then when I started making, I kind of followed that same thing. I want something small, inconspicuous. I can hide under my shirt. You don't even know I'm carrying it. People at work don't even know I'm carrying it until they're like, hey, I need to cut this. And I'm like, here you go. And they're like, whoa, where did that come from? And I'm like, well, I've been carrying it forever. Now they know me as the knife guy. But at first, it's startling. They're like, where did you pull that from? And I'm like, well, it's been here the whole time. And that's good because it's nice, conspicuous. It's small. People don't even know I'm carrying it. I barely remember I'm carrying it because it disappears. It's not poking me. It's not sticking out. It's not That's why I carry horizontal, not vertical. I don't want it poking me in the side when I'm in and out of my vehicle all day. And I have that very specific idea of what a fixed blade is. So when somebody sends me a fixed blade to look at, I have to kind of turn that off. And it's very difficult for me to turn it off because, if somebody sends what my tastes are, then I have to take that into consideration. But I want you guys to understand what that consideration is, because I don't want to bash this. I really don't. It's a really fantastic knife. Super comfortable on the hand. Gives you that full 4-finger grip. KC's design aesthetic all over it, which I'm going to get all into that when I do the review. But it's a great knife. But again, I'm looking at something that is a little smaller of an everyday package to carry when you're EDCing a blade. But that's my opinion. It's just my opinion. So take it for what it's worth. When I do the review, please take that into consideration, that I definitely have my own personal thoughts on what an EDC fixed blade is. But maybe I don't consider that an EDC fixed blade. I don't know. So, I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Updates. So, I have been working. I've been very busy. But before I share what I've been doing, it's just things are a little bit of a mess because the house is going to get some work done on it. It's going to get painted, and that means I have to take everything that's on the outside of the house and move everything around. And I had to take out those bushes. I put that short up there after I worked on those bushes. I don't know why I thought removing some bushes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of a heat wave here in Florida was a good idea, but I did it and I suffered. But I work all day outside, so a little bit of a sweat doesn't bother me too much. And then working out in the shop, it's not air conditioned. I have my fans, but it's still a sweat box out there. So sweating is not something I'm shy of, but it wears you out. It wears you out. Which is why this room is air conditioned, which I'm sure you can hear. But I have been working on the knives. So the 3 AEB-L blades that I was working on, I sent them out to Peters, and Peters got them today that I'm filming this. And hopefully they'll start working on those very, very soon. I got the Bloom XL shaped, cut out, shaped, and holes drilled. Excuse me. So that's looking good, ready for bevels. The Thorn, remember this is the water jetted Thorn, turned out really, really good. It turned out really, really good. I was able to clean it up nice, got it all nice and flat. I opened the holes up just a little bit more, and this thing is ready to go. So that took me nothing. I took it to the grinder, flattened all those out, that water jet, so now that edge is perfectly flat. And then just had to drill the holes just a little bit. Winner. I think that's awesome. I might be thinking of getting more blanks made like that. And then today, I got the bevels done on the Torcido. It is the Torcido. I wrote it down so that I never forget it. But I got the bevels done on the Torcido. So now I got to just clean that up. So it's looking good. We're going to round the spine off of it a little bit. So I got to work on that. And then I'm going to work on hand sanding out the blade and getting that in a good shape. Now, we discussed choil or no choil, and I'm almost thinking no, finger choil or no sharpening choil on this one. It has that nice deep groove right here, so your finger's nice and safe away from the blade. But I'm thinking I'm not going to do a sharpening choil on this. What do you guys think? I kind of look like this knife without it. And the more that I think about it, the more I don't think it needs one. So what do you guys think? That one's going to be really, really cool. I purchased all of the handle material, so that should be coming in very, very soon. And I can't wait to share with you guys what I'm working on with that. And we'll get all of those things going. So I am working. I've been working on a video for those, which that video is going to be coming out soon-ish. I've been editing it and trying to get some filming, but I've been in and out doing other things, taking care of the house stuff, taking care of some of my honey-do list stuff. And it's been just so hot in the afternoon when I get home from work. Going out in that garage and grinding away on something was the last thing I really felt like doing. So I apologize if that hasn't been going out, but I've been working on some stuff. And so I'm doing my best. I hope you guys liked that video I did about my wife's knife collection. That was fun to kind of do. I have some other ideas of things I want to do, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm not much for video editing. I don't have a big process of video editing, but it's fun to do. So, also, this week, I became an affiliate for QSP, which is awesome. So QSP makes some awesome stuff. I love their penguin. I love the canary stuff. I love a lot of the things that they're doing. They're coming up with some really cool models. And I will put my affiliate link in the description of my videos from now on. So if you're interested in purchasing a QSP, hit that link. It does support me and the channel a little bit, so that's awesome. So I'm an affiliate with QSP now. I'm hoping maybe they'll send me some knives. I would love to get a handle on some of the knives. I've asked, now that I'm an affiliate, what does that mean? I get to take a look at it, and I would love to be able to share with you guys that knife, and then you go buy that knife and then use my link. It just kind of makes sense to do it that way. So maybe that can happen. I don't know. We'll see. Also, one more thing. I just saw it's sitting here. I have that Magna Cut Yocto that came back from Germany. And USPS, I'm working stuff out with them trying to get reimbursed for that, because they still on their tracking say it's in Germany, even though it's sitting right here. But I need to ship overseas. I need to get that knife to him. And what's the best way to do it? FedEx, UPS, DHL, I don't know. I really don't want to spend $100, but everything that I've done quick research-wise, it's $100 to ship this knife. And I really didn't want to spend that much money to ship the knife, but if I have to, I have to. I really didn't want to. So, anyway. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm getting very, 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 very close to hours watched. So I've made it to 1,000 subs, which is awesome. Thank you. I'm trying to get to 2,000. So if you've made it this far, please subscribe. But I'm very, very close to watching hours, which means a possible being able to have my own community, etc. on YouTube, which is awesome. So I'm getting really, really close. I'm about 900 hours away, and the past couple weeks it's shot up very quickly just because of the amount of videos I think I'm doing, which I might have to talk to you guys about next week. But anyway, guys, that's what I have for you this week. Please hit the link for that affiliate. Check me out on Patreon. And if you could, please subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours. Have a good one.